wondered what goes on in an immigration lawyer's mind when they look at a new case? It's not just about filling out forms. It's a deep, strategic dive into your life story to build the strongest possible case for your future. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to show you exactly how immigration lawyers evaluate visa applications. Stick around, because understanding this process can make all the difference in your own journey. First things first, the initial consultation. This is ground zero. When you first sit down with an immigration lawyer, they're on a fact-finding mission. They'll ask a ton of questions, and I mean a ton. Where are you from? What's your educational background? What's your work history? Are you married? Do you have family in the country you want to move to? Have you ever been denied a visa before? Have you ever had any legal issues? No matter how small they seem, it might feel like an interrogation, but every single question has a purpose. The lawyer is building a 360-degree profile of you. They're looking for strengths, weaknesses, and potential red flags. Your honesty here is absolutely critical. Hiding a small detail could cause a huge problem later, while being upfront allows your lawyer to prepare a strategy to address it head-on. This first meeting is all about gathering the raw materials to see what we have to work with. Once the basic facts are on the table, the lawyer moves into the eligibility analysis. This is where legal expertise really shines. They take your personal profile and hold it up against the complex web of immigration laws and regulations. Let's say you want a work visa. The lawyer will check if your profession is on a skilled occupation list, if your qualifications meet the specific requirements, and if you have the necessary years of experience. They're essentially playing a matching game. Your profile versus the visa criteria. This isn't just a simple checklist. Immigration law is constantly changing. New policies are announced, old rules are reinterpreted, and court decisions set new precedents. A good lawyer stays on top of all these changes. They'll know about recent shifts in processing times, new pilot programs you might qualify for, or subtle changes in the interpretation of a particular law. This stage is about identifying all possible pathways for you. Maybe you came in thinking about one specific visa, but the lawyer might identify 2 or 3 other options that are a better fit, or perhaps have a higher chance of success. After identifying potential visa routes, the next step is a deep dive into evidence and documentation. This is where the case starts to take shape. The lawyer will tell you exactly what documents you need to gather. And it's more than just your passport and birth certificate. For a work visa, you'll need detailed employment letters, educational transcripts, professional certifications, and maybe even reference letters. For a family-based visa, you'll need proof of your relationship, like marriage certificates, photos together, joint bank account statements, or affidavits from friends and family. The lawyer's job is to scrutinize every single piece of paper. Is this document authentic? Is it properly translated and certified? Does it clearly and convincingly support the claims you're making in your application? They are thinking like the immigration officer who will eventually review your file. They're looking for inconsistencies, gaps, or anything that could raise a doubt. A strong application is a well-documented one, where every claim is backed by solid, credible evidence. This is the foundation of your case. Now we get to one of the most important and often overlooked parts of the evaluation. The risk assessment. This is where a lawyer's experience is invaluable. They are trained to spot potential roadblocks before you even hit them. This is what we call identifying inadmissibility issues. These are reasons why the government might deny your application, regardless of how well you meet the visa criteria. Have you ever overstayed a previous visa, even by a day? Have you ever been arrested, even if the charges were dropped? Do you have certain health conditions? These are all potential red flags. A good lawyer will proactively identify these issues during the initial evaluation. They won't just hope the immigration officer doesn't notice. Instead, they will strategize. Is there a waiver available for this specific issue? Can we provide a legal argument or additional evidence to overcome it? For example, if there's a minor criminal record from long ago, the lawyer might advise getting a legal opinion letter explaining the context and why it should impact your application. This proactive approach to risk management turns potential denials into successful applications. It's about playing chess, not checkers, with the immigration system. Once the lawyer has a clear picture of your eligibility, your evidence, and any potential risks, they move on to building the case strategy. This is the roadmap for your application. It's not just about submitting the forms, it's about telling a compelling story. The lawyer will help you frame your narrative. Why are you the perfect candidate for this job? Why is your family connection genuine and ongoing? Every application tells a story, and the lawyer's job is to make sure it's a clear, consistent, and persuasive one. This includes preparing a detailed submission letter or legal brief that accompanies your application. This letter is the lawyer's argument to the immigration officer. It highlights your strengths, explains how you meet every legal requirement, addresses any potential weaknesses head-on, and ties all your evidence together into a neat, powerful package. This strategic narrative is often what separates a standard application from a truly exceptional one that gets approved without any issues. Throughout this entire process, managing expectations is key. A responsible lawyer will never guarantee a positive outcome. The final decision always rests with the government. However, what they can do is give you a realistic assessment of your chances based on their evaluation of your case, the current laws, and their experience with similar files. They can tell you if your case is strong, if it has some challenges, or if it's a long shot. This honest assessment is crucial. It allows you to make an informed decision about whether to proceed, how much time and money to invest, and what to expect along the way. They will also outline the entire process for you. The timelines, the government fees, the legal fees, and the different stages your application will go through. This transparency helps to demystify the process and reduce the anxiety that so many people feel when dealing with immigration. So, to recap, when an immigration lawyer evaluates your case, they are performing a multi-layered analysis. It starts with a thorough fact-gathering session. Then, they conduct a detailed eligibility analysis against current immigration laws. Next, they meticulously review all your evidence and documentation. After that, they perform a critical risk assessment to identify and plan for any potential problems. Finally, they develop a comprehensive case strategy to present your story in the most compelling way possible. It's a methodical, strategic, and deeply personal process. Understanding these steps can empower you as an applicant and help you work more effectively with your legal counsel. It shows that a good lawyer is more than just a form. They are your strategist, your advocate, and your guide through one of the most important journeys of your life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this look behind the scenes was helpful. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of immigration. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer them. See you in the next video!